When we ponder the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, it's easy to focus solely on the fall, the moment they succumbed to temptation and altered the course of human history. Yet, within this narrative, there's a profoundly moving aspect often overlooked. After Adam and Eve sinned, Yahweh didn't turn away from them. Instead, he drew closer, showing grace and compassion in their moment of vulnerability. Imagine the scene in Genesis. Adam and Eve, having eaten the forbidden fruit, suddenly realize their nakedness. They feel shame, a stark contrast to their previous state of innocent unawareness. In their panic and confusion, they try to cover themselves with fig leaves, a feeble attempt to hide their newfound sense of guilt. Then Yahweh enters the scene. The Almighty, who could have chosen any response to this disobedience, opts for an approach that is both gentle and caring. Despite their transgression, Yahweh seeks them out, calling to them, "Where are you?" It's not a question of location. Yahweh knows where they are. It's a call to relationship, an invitation to converse, to open up about what they have done. Even more touching is what happens next. In Genesis chapter 3, verse 21, it's written, "Unto Adam also and to his wife did Yahweh Elohim make coats of skins and clothe them." This act of making garments for them is rich in significance. Yahweh himself provides for their needs, clothing them in a way more lasting and protective than what they could manage for themselves. This is not just an act of covering their physical nakedness. It's a powerful symbol of his willingness to cover their sin and shame, to provide for them in their moment of greatest need. In this action, we see a God who doesn't abandon his creation at the first sign of imperfection. Instead, he draws closer, covers them, and continues to engage with them. This is an incredible testament to Yahweh's love and grace. He could have left Adam and Eve in their self-made garments, exposed and vulnerable, but he didn't. He stepped in with a solution that required more of himself, a foreshadowing of the ultimate covering he would provide through Yeshua. Covering our sins and restoring our relationship with him, this part of the Genesis narrative invites us to look beyond the fall to the faithfulness of Yahweh. It reminds us that even in our failings and shortcomings, Yahweh draws near, offering redemption and covering us with his love and grace. It's a profound reminder that our mistakes don't define our relationship with the divine. Rather, it's his unending mercy and care that shapes and sustains this bond.